What's up, everyone? I'm going to try to take apart this projector. I probably got this over a decade ago. It burned out a long time ago. It lasted a good few years of a lot of use. And I'm just curious what's going on the inside. Maybe I can water cool my other one or shove an Xbox in here. Looks like there's some long, case screw all around the outside, so I need to get a long Phillips screwdriver, and we could probably take this out as well. I think that's the filter for the side. It's probably dirty. All those screws are off. Filter wasn't too bad. Okay, it was worse. I vacuumed it. I was embarrassed. So we got all these screws out. Now I'm pretty sure we got to flip it over, and I think the top part comes off. Alright, one cable for the touchpad up top. Oh, there's actually so much room in here. This looks like it looks bigger than an 80mm fan. I think that's like a 92. Not quite a 120. There's another fan back here. The whole mechanism for the actual projection. And then just a bunch of little circuit boards. Wiring. We got a massive heat sink right here. Looks like there's little speaker back there. That's actually the kind of speaker I used for my PSP. So I don't know if that's a good speaker. Maybe there's another one on the other side. Maybe I can swap out the speaker on my PSP eventually. This guy right here. And no, it wasn't always taped like that. I made this in middle school. But it still works. Okay, I got a little excited here. So first thing I pulled out was the backlight. Just went in through this slot here, and underneath here, oh boy, is all of the mirrors and stuff. So the backlight's kind of in between that. And then we just pulled this fan out from next to the heatsink, and this one I just pulled out from this back side. I'm getting ready to take this off. Okay, I did it. Our mirrors here, this is the lens, and another lens here. I'm not going to pretend to know exactly how that all works, but there's mirrors and lenses, and they bounce and image and project. So there you go. Got more of that stuff pulled out, all the little mirrors. Got the heat sink here, that's your LED. That's right attached to this heat sink here. It's a very interesting shaped heat sink to fill that space. There's definitely a lot of interesting parts inside a projector. So now we have this part, that's the big lens, and a screw that I'll never see again. We've got the speaker box, which does in fact utilize a dual speaker setup. Pretty cool, use that for something. Can definitely use all these mirrors and lenses for something, make some kind of really interesting infinity mirror with the lenses. What else? We've got some fans that are really loud, so we probably wouldn't use that. If I ever build my own car from scratch, I can use these for a headlight. Now, I'm excited to look into this piece here and see what kind of things we could fit. Obviously, there's lots of these tall braces here that would have to be cut out of the way, but I don't know. We should go grab a regular 360 motherboard and just kind of see dimension-wise how that's going to work. I couldn't get this switch out. I'm going to need to grab something else, but these little prongs barely move, and you got to push all four at once to slide this out. Otherwise, these top or front and back pieces, well, they did slide in and out easily, just like that. And this one here, and there's another piece I want to grab when I go up to grab the motherboard for this here. So obviously ignoring the fact that it's up this high, even though I guess technically you could almost put it like that and just get rid of the USB ports, which I think you'd have to do anyway. But dimension-wise, obviously cutting out all the walls will weaken the structure a little bit, but we still have all the case screws, if it's positioned right here, that fit all the way around. That one, even this one here. Not that we'd put a fat 360 board in here, but I was just super curious, and it basically fits perfectly in there. Now there's another part. I want to see how it would fit in this area. It's something I bought a while ago. It was on massive clearance. It's a cool old school part. Wanting to put it in something, but it's just too heavy and awkward shaped to put on a regular 360 shell. It is the Bullseye reservoir, and I still need to clean it out. That's the green dye. Yeah, I wonder if this would... No way. Okay, hold on. So it can't fit in through this way because these kind of stick out a little bit. We'd have to take like the window off and then put it back on. It wouldn't slide in this way because of the ports, so we just took the ports off, and my god, is it nasty in there. See if... Oh my god, that's like perfect. And then it would stop right there because of the window. How cool would that be? I've got to figure something out with this. So yeah, we got to figure that out. I also saw that this pretty much just comes off. We can make like a custom little nameplate thing that goes right here. So inspiration behind this build, I love sleepers, just in general, cars that look crappy or fast. I love, you know, PCs in things, gaming consoles disguised as other things, hidden doors, safe rooms, you know, that kind of stuff. It's just so cool. And recently I saw a PC that was built into a microwave, and I think it was some company doing like a giveaway or something, and that actually reminded me of the Xbox 360 toaster. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, let's go look at it right now. It's an old YouTube video. I don't have it. I didn't make it. So right over here, the X Toaster 360. This thing, yeah. This is old school. This was uploaded 14 years ago. So yeah, quality's bad. But let's look at the microwave real quick. Even though this one is a PC.
This was a real microwave, which is now a fully functional gaming PC.
Yeah, there's literally a screen built into it. I think the whole control panel, yeah. That's just awesome. And then it looks like they have a video playing on the screen that makes it look like the inside is like actually cooking. Yeah, there you go. That's so cool. Anyway, I've always wanted to do something crazy like that, and I've actually been talking to someone who also does great mods, and they brought up the idea of us collabing and building just something crazy. I briefly mentioned the idea of I've been thinking about opening this up and just kind of looking at it and trying to build something in it, because it's been sitting under a bookshelf for a long time. And anyway, now that it's opened up and I've looked inside, I'm actually pretty excited to see if we could do something with this. So let me know, what kind of ideas do you guys have? Do you like the idea of this? Another thing was putting like a mini projector just in this corner, so we still have all the room to put like a game system, and so it's still like a projector, but I don't know, we'll see. It depends on what goes inside of here. I actually really like the reservoir idea, so I don't know, we'll see. That's it for now. I am gathering parts and getting stuff ready for this all-white build. I'm really excited for that one. I did mention in a previous video listing the liquid metal shell, and I did, and then I took it down and actually put a old Xenon, early service Xenon in here. It actually has a really solid light-on drive and some red LEDs. And I relisted it, left it at the same price. I just wanted a system in there to help showcase the shell, and we also are going to include the ruby red top vent on there, and the top and bottom vents are just the OEM silver vents in great condition. I'm going to try to post a lot of stuff on eBay, and a lot of it might be untested, stuff I haven't really gone through yet. As I go through things, I'll just kind of update listings if they're still available. Also got a UV flashlight in the mail. This is for the Honda Civic build. It will be included with this if the giveaway winner does choose it. This is the next giveaway build. This one and the green Eclipse. The winner will get to choose between the Civic or the Eclipse, and the other one will be put up for sale. And we still have a couple days waiting on just a couple things for actually all three of these builds, and we'll be able to finish all of them up. So if you're interested in that, check out the membership, link in the description. It's just 99 cents. You'll get entered to win stuff like this. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next video.